What's up and welcome back to my channel, ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as give this review a thumbs up at the end if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to hit those notifications as we do want to alert you as soon as we have any new and upcoming videos. As well as please feel free to leave me any comments or questions that you may have at the end of this review. Starting now, if you guys did not know this, I just actually found out, we have hit over 100 videos on YouTube, which is mind-blowing. It's insane. I can't believe I've shot that many videos for you guys on YouTube. This is officially 101. So we have definitely been putting out a ton of content and I can't wait to continue to put out more and more. But starting today, if you guys are leaving me comments in my comment box, feel free to ask me anything, even if it has nothing to do with this review, and I may give you a shout out on my next video. So be sure to leave me comments and questions after this review is finished. So today we are doing a collab that I know it's been a minute, probably should have posted this a while back, but I've been so swamped with all the unboxings we've been doing. But this is none other than the Jjjjound times New Balance collab. And this is by far one of my favorite collabs done with New Balance this year. I mean, I was lucky enough to be able to get the two different colorways so that I can show you guys the differences. So we've got this beautiful forest green as well as this brownish earthy gray color tone. So we're gonna first start off with that quick overview of the two shoes and compare the differences. Then we're gonna hop into sizing on this shoe, and then I'm gonna talk about Jjjjound. Then we're going to talk about Jjjjound and how it basically was a mood board that then kind of developed into this design studio. And then we're going to talk about the creator, Justin Saunders, who's based out of Montreal. And after that, we're going to go through the styling for this shoe. It was so much fun styling this, both these silhouettes. So I can't wait for you guys to see the styling options for that. And then we're gonna close off with a little bit of resale and how much these shoes retailed for. If you are unfamiliar with the silhouette, it did fly and sold out completely and in a very quick timing. So this definitely was a very popular silhouette. So we're gonna hop right into the overview on these two shoes. So first up, let's start off with the forest green. I think out of the two colors, this by far is my favorite of the two, just because it's different. I don't have anything that's like a foresty green currently. And so this is something that really took me out of my comfort zone, and I wasn't quite sure how I was gonna style it, but when I started wearing different clothing options with it, it just worked very well with everything I was putting together in the styling section on it. So this is definitely, you know, a nice darker shade of green. If you're unfamiliar with New Balances, this is probably like one of my favorite brands comfort-wise. I legit have worn my 993s out. I mean, I already was in need of a new pair, so when the 992s came out, I was so stoked. As you can see here, it comes with just simple cream laces, which I think works so well with that forest green. And then we've got just nice mesh overlay. So it's a monochromatic mix of mesh and suede, contrasting with just some lighter tone bases with the mudguard. And I just love how, you know, Justin Saunders and his mood board, Jjjjound, basically is very minimalistic if you know his moods and his style. So this very well exemplifies him as a creative, and I definitely love just how minimalistic the shoe is because it goes basically with everything. So we definitely see some reflective pieces as well on the front here. Then we've got that nice just branding for him with the Jjjjound on the back, and just a nice kind of silver colorway. We've got that New Balance as well on the heel here. And then we've got the two-tone absorb midsoles going on, which is quite nice. I love the white and the cream on the midsole. And you know, this New Balance just really pops with that silver on the heel, which is quite nice. And of course we have just a simple black and kind of cream outsole here with the New Balance and 992 logo on the bottom. On the tongue, we've got just a nicely embroidered New Balance and that 992 on the front of the tongue, and just a nice kind of cream coloring to match those laces. So it looks like we've also got that New Balance in just a nice black color tone, and we've got just nice black inner lining here that goes through the heel. And it looks like our insole just says Jjjjound in black. Overall, this is just a beautifully well-constructed shoe. It's very premium in quality, which I would say minimalism and premium quality are two characteristics that really define Justin Saunders and what he's really about when he is trying to design something. So job well done with this dark forest green colorway. Let's quickly move on to the brown, earthy gray color tone. So this is definitely a different coloring than I'm used to seeing with New Balance. I actually have just kind of a lighter gray one that's just much lighter in tone. So when I actually was looking at it, I thought it was exactly the same at first, but then I was like, no, this has definitely got lots of earthy brown tones in it. So again, we've got the mesh overlays with the suede throughout the silhouette. And then we've got the similar coloring on the end and that black. So they kept it the same there. Although the suede does change to kind of a darker brown suede tone mixed with that kind of lighter gray suede throughout the shoe. We've got, of course, that Jjjjound logo on the back and the same New Balance in that silver. They kept the midsole the same with that two-tone colorway of the cream and the white. The laces also stayed the same in that cream, as well as the 992 in that matching cream. Then we also have that New Balance as well in like a dark kind of chocolate colorway on the tongue there. And we of course have an insole that's matching the green as well in that just dark black, as well as the inner lining of the heel here is dark black. And then we've just got some nice kind of silver reflective sections going on here as well on the front of the toe box area. We've got some reflective sections there too. It looks like this mesh is pretty shiny as well. It definitely is catching that light quite nicely. And then we've got the same outsole that is just a cream and black colorway. Overall, I definitely am not hating on this color. It's definitely not my favorite of the two, but I definitely think this one is much easier to match because of the neutral brown tones. So it definitely works well with lots of earthy tones that I selected in my wardrobe. So you'll definitely see that in the styling section. All right, so now let's talk about sizing. So I got both of these options in a men's 7.5, which is equivalent to a woman's 9. I would say that these shoes are definitely a little bit on the more narrow side. Again, I do have pretty narrow feet with high arches. And so I definitely love New Balance in general just because of my hard arches. They've got so much arch support, and you can see that here. It's just quite nice how, you know, it really fills in the gap. Whereas some sneakers that I have, you know, my arches are lifted and there's no cushion underneath that arch to give it support when I'm walking. But New Balance is by far one of my favorite shoes that really, they do such a good job just, you know, in general with giving people with high arches good support in their different shoe options. So this one definitely is a very comfortable shoe. I mean, every time I walk in this shoe, it's definitely got some nice cushioning each time I step. It could be that amazing absorb system that's built in to both of these silhouettes. But other than that, guys, I definitely would say stick true to your size. So don't go up, don't go down. This shoe is going to fit you perfectly unless you do have a bit wider feet. The good thing about New Balance, I don't know that they offered it in this specific silhouette, is they do have shoes for more narrow feet or wider feet. So they do offer quite some ranges as far as like the width of your foot goes. But for these, you know, if you do tend to have wider feet, I would say then there is potential for you to maybe size up. Other than that, if you have a normal foot or a narrow foot, just stay true to size. So ladies, size 9 in women's is equivalent to a 7.5 in this specific shoe. All right, so now let's quickly move into a little bit about Justin Saunders and this mood board that he created called Jjjjound. All right, so to some, Jjjjound is a person. To others, he's a mood board. To some others, they think it's more of an aesthetic, or it could be all of those things simply. But over the years, I feel as though Jjjjound has become so much more than all of those things combined. So specifically, if you're confused on what Jjjjound is, it's a Montreal-based designer, curator, and creative named Justin Saunders. And so growing up, Saunders idealized Bill Watterson. And for those who don't know Bill Watterson, he was the creator of Calvin and Hobbes. So what he was so fascinated about with Watterson was the simple fact that he was able to keep anonymous. So though he was known for Calvin and Hobbes was basically the centerpiece. It wasn't his name necessarily. So in a quote, he stated, "I was like, man, you can be somebody but have nobody know you. How amazing is that?" So in 2006, Saunders launched Jjjjound as a personal blog. What set Jjjjound apart in the long run was the decision to basically focus exclusivity on images. So Saunders removed text from the blog and it became a personal mood board. So the only time that you would basically see any text on his mood boards was when he was starting basically a new series to kind of introduce you to the pictures that he would be posting about. So thanks to Saunders' ability to build a robust global online audience that allowed him to connect with some of today's most influential pop culture figures. Some of us may know him by Virgil Abloh, Matthew Williams from Aleeks, and Heron Preston. And that is because those individuals would come together as a team to create what is known as Bean Trail. So let's talk about some of Saunders' background. So basically he started by hosting a correspondence exhibit comprised of paintings and emails between Saunders and his close friend Claudio Marzana. So canvas tote bags were basically released at this event, and it was to commemorate the opening of the exhibit. Slowly more products started to develop and pop up on his website called Shop, and those bags were a complete hit. So that is when he started that Bean Trail collaboration and started it with the skate imprint dime. In 2016, Jjjjound released a collaboration with a little-known footwear brand called Victory Sportswear. So the trail sneaker was in line with what one would find on a digital mood board, basically. This marked Jjjjound's expansion into footwear. So not only was he starting to create on a collaborative basis these just simple tote bags on his site, he has now been merged into the sneaker realm. So what would become Jjjjound's most transformative release after this was in 2017. And that's when he began teasing a trio of Vans Old Schools. And so released as an exclusive for Patience, a Montreal pop-up shop, those shoes were available in brown, white, and green. The collaboration was pretty much very simple. Due to the limited supply and location, that basically became the most coveted shoe of the year, and it now goes for 4 figures. So as we can see with this timeline of Justin Saunders, we now see why he has been able to do this amazing collaboration with the 992 series with New Balance. All right, let's hop into some styling. All right, so I had some fun with these two colorways because they basically went with everything I decided to go with. The nice thing that I did here for you guys was I showed you both colorways with each outfit that I selected. So the first outfit that I chose was this just simple essentials crew neck sweatshirt, and it's kind of got some nice grays and some creams in it with just that nice black essentials logo print. And then I paired that with some just simple earthy brown sweatpants. And so I really wanted to pull some of these earthy tones out of these two silhouettes. So of course we've got the earthy browns, but here I wanted to give you some contrasting colors to show you that this green just for some reason goes with these natural colors. And you know, I just feel like being comfortable in these shoes. So I wanted to give you just a very comfy outfit. You know, when you just want to chill in your sweatpants and your sweatshirt, I think that sweats go so well with these shoes. It's gonna be very hard to not be able to match with these. Obviously, I wouldn't have gone with any like super crazy colors that would like throw these shoes off because I wanted to keep this very minimalistic, just like Justin Saunders is known for. So all of my three looks are going to be minimalistic, but that first one is definitely a comfier athletic look, but in a more minimalistic way is how I paired it together with these two shoes.
It's too late now to turn around and back again. I made my bed and now I lay my head in it. And I'm sorry I'm not perfect, but I knew that I wouldn't be. I guess it's for the best, you know the worst in me. Sorry, my actions, they haunt me, and I'll never live it down. I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was. You call my bluff, I won't pick up, I let it ring. Record your voice so I can listen back.
So that second look I went with was just kind of casual, but could be dressy look. And so that was just this cream pair of shorts and a matching just oversized button down shirt as well. And those two items are by Zara. I love the cream laces that came with these shoes. So I really wanted to give you guys just an all cream look to really pull from the laces as well as the creams that we see in that midsole. So both of these shoes definitely give a different effect to this look. I love the green because it definitely pops, but also this earthy brown just kind of, you know, is more subdued, but really complements the cream tones in that second look. The last and final look I chose was a bit more dressier. So I wanted to give you guys a skirt option, and that's just a simple denim Isabel Marant skirt. I think that these shoes both definitely go well with denim. I mean, they're so subtle and minimalistic that whatever type of denim you do choose to wear, these shoes are definitely going to go with that. In this option, I chose more of a lighter denim colorway, and I paired that with just a simple kind of flowy white button-down shirt. And I think it just really accented well with the green and also accented very well with the earth tones. So let me know what you guys like best with these outfits. Do you prefer the green colorway? Do you prefer this earthy brown gray colorway? Or would you just rock them both with each outfit? And also let me know what your favorite outfit was out of the three. right, so now let's quickly move on to the resale, and I will talk about the retail on these shoes and how they're currently doing. All right, so the retail value for both these shoes was $175. I know you're probably saying, wow, that's a bit steep. So one of the things I forgot to mention when I was doing the overview is that these are actually made in the USA. So the New Balances, they're made in the USA, are premium quality shoes. So you can definitely feel that in the materials. So you're definitely spending more money on this silhouette because it's made in the USA and they're using like the highest of highest end materials on the specific shoes that they're creating. And so that's why you're seeing this $175 price point. So as far as the resale goes, we're gonna start by each color. So for this forest green colorway, for size 4 to 8 on the smaller sizes, it's going from the lower end of $450 to $550. And from a size 8 and up, we're looking at $600 to $700. So sorry if you guys slept on this. I know that there's a lot of people who are not New Balance fans in general, but like New Balance is killing it this year. So I have to give it to them. They're doing an incredible job with the collabs that they've selected this year, and it really shows in the aftermarket. So then we're gonna go to this other colorway, the earthy grayish brown, and this is actually doing a bit better. So we've got size 7 and up going for $700 to $750. Like there is so much money to be made on both of these shoes and the aftermarket. As far as if you just want to buy them, my God, these are pretty expensive, but at least you know that you're paying for quality materials that have been built into these two shoes. So on the smaller end, it's going for $380 on the lower end price point to $530 on the higher end, and that is sizes under size 7. So just so you guys know, to compare, this same specific silhouette, the 992, came out in a series called the WTAPS. So if you're unfamiliar with that shoe, if you go online right now to check the resale value on the WTAPS, it is well north of $1,000. So that just goes to show that New Balance is on the way up. I mean, people are going crazy over these shoes, and a part of it has to do with how exclusive they are. So these shoes were very limited. Only small retailers launched and released these shoes, and so they were very, very difficult to get, but definitely a shoe that is well worth $175 in my opinion. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me for this review on the Jjjjound times New Balance collab. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, as well as give this review a thumbs up at the end. And as always, feel free to leave me any comments or questions that you may have on this specific review, or even the styling points that I gave you, or if you have questions on finding the right size that may fit you. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, as we do have some up and coming amazing videos coming out. I mean, my God, we're so backed up with content, but I'm gonna try and push out as much as I can in the next few weeks to keep you guys updated with all of the new and upcoming silhouettes. So until next time, guys, my name's Marissa Hill. This is ShadeTV. We'll see you later.